Good morning, everybody. It's early in the morning, but I've got this video I just got to shoot. I've been itching to do it. This is an open tag response to Singing Toad, and his tag was same brand, fixed blade and folding knife combos. And what an interesting open tag. Now, it's early in the morning, as you can see. Yep, my favorite coffee cup here, full of coffee. I'm going to try to power through this. I don't know how this will turn out, folks, because I'm not really ready to do this video, but man, I just wanted to do it. So let's get through this together. Before we get started, please go over to Singing Toad's YouTube channel and check him out. He's got just a wonderful channel. While you're there, hit that subscribe button. I'm sure he would very much appreciate that. And also, before I forget, to any of my viewers, if you'd like to get one of my Knife Delights channel stickers, why, send me an email at knifedelights@gmail.com and I'll get you a channel sticker in the mail. I've had a lot of new subscribers, and I really appreciate everybody coming on board. As a matter of fact, welcome aboard, and welcome to the Knife Delights family. See there, I don't have enough coffee in me yet. I'm going to have to suck some more down to get myself through this video. Anyway, so same brand, fixed blade and folding knife combos. I thought I would start off with a budget brand. And just in case anyone else out there wants to try to start their own collection of same brand, this is a nice budget way to start. And I've been kind of on a budget knife kick lately anyway, because hey, with the prices out there these days, it's getting harder and harder to afford some of the nicer knives. So if you're new to knife collecting, here's a very easy way. And of course, Ozark Trail is the house brand of Walmart. This knife cost me a whopping $1. Now, it was several years ago. They were on clearance, and there was like 6 of them left, and I snagged all 6 of them. $1. And the great thing about doing something like that is I've been able to give a knife to somebody that didn't have a knife. You know, this is just a great way to introduce people into the knife community, maybe get them excited about having a knife and learning how to use it. So anyway, this is just a simple, simple folding knife, liner lock knife, but it actually not a bad knife, not a bad knife at all. And then its counterpart here for the fixed blade is this one here, small hunting knife, and yeah, I think this was a whopping $4. So for $5 on the table here, I have a combination set. Doesn't get any better than that, does it? Okay, we're going to move on to another one here. Hold on just a moment. Okay, for my second pairing, next up is Schrade, and I just showed these on a recent open tag called Show Us Your Schrades, but here's a little Schrade old timer. This is the 108 OT. It's a junior stockman, and this is made in USA. One of their older ones. Very nice knife. It is missing a pin over here. That's the only flaw to this knife, but it's still in very good condition. Nice little knife, especially if you like Schrades. Oh boy, hit them antique stores, guys. Okay, and then we have the Schrade Golden Spike. This is the fixed blade. And again, this is the American made, USA made. There you go. And on the blade it says Schrade Super Sharp. And it has a plus sign after the Schrade there. That indicates that's when they changed steels. And I believe that was in the mid-90s sometime. But okay, so there you have it. There's the Schrades. Okay, next up is another very familiar brand, KBar. So I've got this KBar, I guess it would be a medium stockman, in very good condition. It does have a couple blade blemishes. That's because somebody stored it and it got rusty. But the blades are almost in brand new condition. So very nice knife, KBar, probably made sometime in the 80s or 90s. And then of course we've got this little famous KBar hunting knife with the stacked leather. I did a full review of this. And hold on just a moment. Boy, I can't read that number. There it is, 1232, model 1232. And you notice on the tag stamp it says Cleveland, Ohio. So, yeah, Cleveland, Ohio was the home of KBar for a while. And actually, they said Cleveland was like the cutlery capital of the United States at one point. They had like 25 different cutlery companies in Cleveland. So, this is one of their older knives. So, there we go with KBar. Okay, this is kind of an honorable mention, and the reason is I'm kind of stretching the rules just a tad bit. That's okay. I learned that from RJ at RJ's Knives, you know. He taught me it's okay to stretch the rules here on open tags. So next up is going to be case, and of course I got this case, Pocket Hunter in the Ictus series. Just a gorgeous little knife. And then I have this knife, which is a kinsfolk. And let me see if I can get that tag stamp up in there. Kinfolks. So it doesn't say Case. However, Kinfolks was owned by one of the members of the Case family, and Case now, well, they've actually started issuing some knives under the Kinfolks tag stamp. So that's why I'm saying I'm kind of stretching it just a little bit. Technically, you know, does it fit the open tag? Sure, why not? Let's go on to our next one. Okay, my next one here is Remington, and this is an honorable mention too. And I'm going to let you be the jury. Let me know in the comments below. Is this a legitimate pairing or not? Because, you see, I used to own this Remington Scout knife, but I gave it to my brother. But he gave it back to me so I could review it on the channel. So I'm in possession of it now. So does that technically mean it's mine again, even if it's temporary? Well, for the purposes of this open tag, I'm declaring it's mine again so I can pair it up with this old Remington fixed blade here. I have not reviewed this one yet. This is the RH28. Very old knife. This is not the original handle. Somebody did a wonderful job making a nice wood handle for it. The original handles on these old Remington fixed blades were like a Bakelite or something like that. And I'm not sure about this sheath, if this is the original sheath or not. I'm suspecting somebody took it apart and then did some, they personalized it. There's some initials down there I can't quite see. Then maybe they sewed it back together. What adds to the mystery is the little button here does say Remington on it. So I don't know if this is original sheath or what, but it's old and brittle. You can tell it's old. So yeah. Now Remington, well, DuPont Corporation bought Remington UMC in around 1930s ish, and then Remington was sold to Pal Cutlery in 1940 or 41. That's when Remington was owned by DuPont, and they sold the whole factory, basically, all the machinery, everything. So Pal Company got all of their equipment. So any Remingtons after, say, 1940 or 41 would be made by somebody else, and the Remington name just used on the knife. So, but this is an old Scout knife, an old Remington, again from about the 1930s. All right, that's it for the honorable mentions, and for the grand finale. You knew I had to do it. I'm going to show you a couple buck knives, so stand by. Well, sorry it took so long. I had to take a couple good slips. See, I can't even talk this morning. I had to take a couple good sips of coffee there. I'm keeping going here. Hang with me, guys. All right. So my finale, of course, I've got to show my buck pairings, and This is probably the most truest of all of the pairings because they actually share the same name. So this is the famous Buck 112 Folding Hunter, and its name is the Ranger, named after the USS Ranger that was in Port San Diego at the time when they came out with this knife. So that's how it got the name of the Ranger. I've shown this knife a lot on the channel because I just love it. It was my late father-in-law's. It's an old one. As you can see, there's no nail nick in it. I sent it into Buck and they did a refurbishing job on it and put a new factory edge on it. And it's just a gorgeous knife. I just love this knife. And, you know, the sentimental value of this knife. So this is the Folding 112 Ranger. Now, Buck came out with a limited run on the 212 fixed blade Ranger. So this is actually truly paired up together. So 112 and 212, folding and fixed blade. And just look at that knife. Just gorgeous. They did a limited run of these. There were about 300 of them made. And then here a couple months ago, they came out with another big run of them. I think they had higher end steel on that. And they came out and they were pricey. They were like $250 or something like that. They may still be available on the Buck website if you're wanting to invest that much into a knife. But you can go check it out. Yeah, just a gorgeous knife. And then it came in the old style, you know, belt through type sheath, and it's got this black distressed leather to it. So that's my true pairing. And a lot of the Buck sheaths are made in Mexico, but this one was made in the USA. So we got a really good USA made representation here. Just look at this old case here. Look at the wear on it. It's still holding up though. Still holding up. This knife was used. Well, I certainly hope you've enjoyed all this and even all my stumbling and mumbling here early in the morning. But gosh, I was just itching to get this up and on YouTube. Thank you, Singing Toad, once again for the opportunity to share these knives. Again, everybody, check out Singing Toad. Head over to his channel. Hit that subscribe button while you're there. And lastly, I don't say it enough, thank you to all my subscribers and all of you who view. I appreciate it when you hit the like button. I really appreciate it when you leave a comment and let me know how I'm doing. I need your feedback so I can always improve this or try to improve this channel for you. This is your channel. So until next time, everyone have a very delightful day.